It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Tuesday, the 18th of July. I'm Michael Groff. Somewhat active weather should continue around the state today and tonight with abundant subtropical moisture in place. But as we go through the rest of the week and this weekend, we'll return to a more typical summertime monsoon setup with daily slight chances of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoons and evenings. Temperatures, meanwhile, should still remain somewhat below normal. So let's talk about it as we look outside this morning at 4:25 a.m. Partly cloudy skies in the valley right now. A few isolated showers and storms rumbling around. 81 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 68. Relative humidity 66%. Bit of a breeze out of the south-southeast at 10 miles per hour. And the barometer is steady. Temperatures around the area this morning. Some rain-cooled air in the East Valley. They're in the mid and upper 70s. Meanwhile, the Central and West Valley in the low and middle 80s. Satellite shows plenty of clouds across the state right now. Some isolated showers and storms, again, mainly south of the valley. We see that on radar across Pinal, southern Maricopa, and Pima counties. The watch warning map showing flash flood watches across northern Arizona, Flagstaff, the Grand Canyon, Kingman, Show Low, Williams. But here in southern Arizona, our flash flood watch was allowed to expire. Meanwhile, heat, the big story in the nation's midsection. For Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Missouri, and Illinois, those are heat advisories and excessive heat warnings. On the convective outlook, a slight risk of severe storms up across the northern plains to include Minneapolis, St. Paul, the marginal risk in some of the adjacent states. And here in Arizona, you see we're in the green, and so once again, we have a chance of thunderstorms today. We'll talk about that right now as we check out the models, see what they have to say. This is the GFS. It's the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. High pressure drifting out over the southern plains, and we're more or less under a monsoon flow. East to southeasterly winds in the mid-levels. Here in the valley, mostly cloudy skies this morning with isolated showers and storms. That'll give way to partly cloudy conditions this afternoon. And yes, there could be a shower or storm here in the valley at any time through the day today, but even if it does happen, they'll be fairly widely spaced. And if you do get under one, yes, it could produce some locally heavy rain and even some localized flooding, but widespread severe weather or flash flooding not expected. More numerous showers and storms, obviously, in the mountains. Highs today in the valley, 96 to 100 with elevated humidity, so it's going to be uncomfortable, but at least temperatures will be well below normal. Here's the high-resolution NAM tonight at 7 o'clock, and it's showing some showers and storms well north of the valley and a few off to our east. The radar may not look exactly like this, and storms will try to get into the southern deserts, but with the clouds around today, I just don't think the atmosphere will be sufficiently destabilized. It's going to be pretty worked over from the storms we had again last night and this morning. Tomorrow, a more typical monsoon in effect. Partly cloudy skies, a slight chance of late afternoon and evening showers and storms. A little warmer, highs 100 to 103. It'll still be muggy, though. Thursday, perhaps a tiny bit of drier air tries to work in from the plains, but still warm and humid. Chance of late afternoon and evening showers and storms. Only about a 20% chance here in the valley. Better chances again up north. Highs 102 to 105. Same on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. The weekend might be a tad warmer with highs more likely around 103 to 107, but still more or less a low-grade monsoon pattern in effect. On Monday, things could start to get pretty interesting as a more active regime is progged to move in here by the models. The European is going absolutely crazy, bringing in vigorous short waves and maybe even interacting some Pacific shortwave energy into the flow pattern here. So not ready to go too wild with precipitation chances and downtrending temperatures, but even the GFS is definitely advertising more active weather with disturbances rotating in. So we'll see an increasing chance, maybe a 30% chance of showers and storms next Monday. Temperatures backing off to the upper 90s, maybe just staying shy of the 100-degree mark. Here's a week from today, Tuesday, the 25th of July. Active weather should continue here in the southwest with deep southeasterly flow in place. Highs still well below normal, upper 90s to about 101. Here's Wednesday, the 26th. And more or less the same thing continues. And here's the end of the forecast period. This is Thursday, the 27th of July. More typical monsoon weather should continue with temperatures at or maybe even slightly below normal, and those slight chances of late afternoon and evening showers and storms. This is the part of the video where I ordinarily show you the temperatures through the period off the various ensembles, but quite candidly, I don't like either of these projections. The GFS ensemble is showing temperatures that are way too warm, above normal and getting up into 110 plus way out there by the end of the month. Not sure about that. Meanwhile, the European is trending too cool with highs well below normal. Our normal high this time of year, 106. And it's got all these days with highs in the 90s, and I'm just not buying into that either. So I'd say temperatures at or slightly below normal all the way for the next 10 days and maybe even beyond that, with above normal chances of showers and storms periodically through the forecast. And that'll do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. Our next video back here tomorrow morning. Really do appreciate you watching as always. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe to us. That way, every time we post brand new videos, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there and have a great Tuesday.